forms.html. How many types of extensions we have for saving HTML?
Two types.
Two types. What is that?
.html and .html.
What is the shortcut key for structure of HTML? Nikita.
Shift exclamatory tab.
Yes. Shift exclamatory enter. So the structure of HTML has to be presented here, and we have the two types of HTML, that will be .html or .htm. Okay. So here I am creating the form first. So what is the form? And I'll tell you the small definition on here. Forms in HTML. Okay. Here and HTML forms is a session of a web page that contain interactive elements like text fields, okay. Next, checkboxes. Checkboxes means what? Radio buttons, checkboxes, radio buttons, and buttons which allows user to inputs, and you need to submit the data to server for processing. Here we are not creating any dynamic data. Here we are creating only the static data, right? And here one more thing, while you are going to submitting all your details, it will be saved into the backend, that will be the database. Is it clear, right everyone? So here normally I am creating the static data. So already we have created, so I need to create the data first. What is the shortcut key? I am going to opening the front end folder, already we have created as well, and open the HTML folder. This is called nested folder, and here after that you need to take CMD means what? The shortcut key for open command prompt, and after that code space dot enter. What happened here? The particular folder, and the particular folder has to be open in your Visual Studio Code. Already we have created using forms.html or HTML. And how many types of HTMLs? We have two types of HTMLs, that will be external and internal. Out of the body what you are writing, that will be the external HTML. Inside of the body what you are writing, that will call it as inside of the internal HTML. And here I am going to setting in the title section, that will be page title. We call it as page title here. And here I am creating the sample form first. Sample form. Okay. So here I am taking now H2. And how many types of headings we have? Registration form. How many types of headings we have? Yes, that is 6 types. So I am second highest heading tag I am using here. Okay, so here using form tag I am creating one form here. Okay, I am creating one form here, that will be form. So action, I am giving action is an attribute. What is attribute? Anything and every, what is attribute? It provides the additional information for for what you are giving that attribute. And what is the attribute syntax here? It is happen. The syntax will be right side the attribute name, and left side separated by the value what you are giving corresponding your attribute name. So action, here action I am going to give the submit. It will be used for what you are writing the dynamic data. That time it will be used, it won't be used while you are clicking on that form. The URL has to be added as a submit over there. Okay, so here I am taking the method, and a post method I am using. Why the post method I am using? The post the data, entire data will be saved into the backend side, so that's why I am using here the post. Here I am not writing any action requirement here as well. Okay, so for label I am writing using for label tag. Label for I am using. So these all are important for JavaScript purpose. And name, here full name, I am taking the full name here. Okay, next input, we don't have the ending tag for input. What happened here? Label I am going to using means in the form just the label thing has to be presented. Here just I have used just input. For I am removing this input. For input the static box it will be presented. So here the input tag will be used for text box. Input tag is used for text box. Okay, so I am using here tag input. Okay, input type text, input type text, ID, name, and name also name I am taking. These all are attributes. Okay, so I am using here the particularly required means the field should be should be filled. If not filled, it will throws the error message over there. So here the PR tag, what is the PR tag means? It will breaks the line. Okay, so we don't have the ending tag for input as well break. Okay, see here what happens. Here the some text box has presented. See here the text what I have applied there, type as a text. The type as a text means it will accepted the numbers as well, numbers, alphabet, special characters and all the things it will accepted. Next I am going to creating now label for email. For email authentication I am creating here. Okay, enter, email. Okay, next I am using input type as a email I am taking. Okay, after that ID also I am taking email only. It will used for while you are using and while you are writing the condition on your JavaScript, that time it will use. So why I am telling here means it will helpful and it will idea purpose I am telling here. So break. Okay, next I am creating another field using input type. I am taking password. Okay, type as a password, ID also as a password, and name also password. Okay, So this is required. I'm taking. Are you getting my point, guys? So the password, I need to create the label here. Label for password. Okay, here enter password. Okay, next I am creating label
label
and I'm taking here gender. And I'm creating here a radio button as a select one. So here I'm taking input type radio. Okay, ID also radio I'm taking radio and name also radio. Here required field I'm taking here. The same thing, label for gender. Another thing, I have created the female, so I need to create now a male. Okay, so here gender, female and male. Okay, the two radio buttons has to be created here. Okay, and next I'm taking here submit button, and we have the two ways to submit this form, using a submit button, or else you can use the input tag as well. Okay, type as a submit. The value also submit you can take, or else registration. Okay, so end with form. So right click on your notepad, open your default browser. So what happened here, the basic form is created. If not, you are clicking on something and you're going to submit, it will not accept it. Why? Because I have taken the validation uses the required field, so that's why it is not entering and it is not submitting. And here I'm not giving it without email format, it won't be taken, it throws as a error message. See here, and what it is throwing, it is should be in the form of @ symbol as well in the email format. In that type only it will accept it. If not, it won't accept it. And here it is also the same. In the what I have taken there in the password format. That's it. And here the submit button. So it accepted only the single radio button. Why? Because we need to submit only male or else female. Right. So second, I will add this here. Okay. So here it is, and I need this form as a center. In that you need to use the center tag, that is the third party library center. Okay. It should be in a center format. Okay. This is how the way it is creation of form. This is a registration form or else something, logged in form, registration form, something. I have given this some validations. That's it. And please try to